Hi, this is Sonya with Artsy Solutions, and welcome to hashtag howdoyoudoart. And it's hosted by Sharyl Dhene of The Whole Bucket. And I'll have a link in the description I'll have the information of what this is about. So basically what we decided to do, we found out, and it's a surprise, Darcy has no idea, but we found out last month that she was going to be having surgery. And so Sharyl came up with the idea of how about we all secretly get one of her kits and make something with it, just to show our support for her and, you know, hopes that everything goes well for her and all that stuff. So the kit, it's found on her coffee shop. It's found on Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media on her coffee shop. And I'll have a link in the description to her YouTube channel. And on her YouTube channel, it'll have her link to her coffee shop. And the name of the kit that we are working with for this hashtag how do you do art is the Mixed Media Blooms collection. And it's very pretty. It's gorgeous. It's got these, it looks like it has like maybe a combination of some of her jelly prints and some gold images of flowers and things like that. Very, very pretty. And there are quite a lot of papers in there, but my printer started running out of ink. So I didn't get to print everything out. But here's just some of them. These are some of her like journal cards. Here's some more, just very beautiful, you know, just mixed media blooms. And these are great for journals. These make great backgrounds as well, which is what I'm going to be using them for. I might make a journal, but I'm also most definitely going to be using these as like backgrounds for other little projects and stuff, because these are just absolutely gorgeous. I love the colors and the mixed media, the colors that are fluid in here. That is just gorgeous. Look at that. So yeah, but like I said, there's way more pages than this, but as usual, my printer always starts to act up on me. But anyway, so today I'm going to make some tabbed, I'm just going to call them tabbed journal cards. They're going to be like tabbed journal cards / pockets, and I guess you can consider them as floating pockets. So basically, what I did before my printer started running out, I had printed some of the solid ones out on cardstock, 110-pound cardstock, like the journal cards, and then some of these other ones I had printed out on just like copy paper, because I was originally going to be making a journal. Well, I'm still probably going to make a journal, but anyway, those are the two types of papers I use. So I'm going to be using these sticker cards. I might start with this one right here, since it has like a solid background. And on some of my other projects, I'll be using these. But for today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut, this is just printed out on 8.5 by 11 inch paper, cardstock. And so I've got cardstock, I've got some tracing paper, and I have a manila envelope. And you don't have to use a manila envelope. You can just use whatever. Or you can just use another thick piece of paper. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in half. So if it's 8.5 by 11, then 5.5. And you can make these smaller if you like. You know what? I think I will make it a little bit smaller. I think I'm going to make this 4.5 because I want this to fit inside of a journal. So, actually, I'm just going to make it 4 instead of 4.5. So, and I lost my little old cutter. So, I'm just going to get creative and use my trim blade and just cut it like that. So, 4 by, I could do 4 by 4. Yeah, I think I will do 4 by 4. No, 4 by 4.5. Yeah, I'll do 4 by 4.5. They just, I don't like the square shape for some reason. And then by 4. And we could actually make two different style or 2 different shaped cards. It doesn't have to be the exact same. So this is 4.5. Wait a minute. No, that's not even 4. So we'll just make some different shaped cards from this one 8.5 by 11. So this is going to be a 4 by 3.5, 3.5 by 4. And this is also 3.5 by 4. So 2 3.5 by 4s and 2 4s by 4.5s. And then we're keeping these for other projects. All right, so we're going to want, in order to have a pocket, I need to make some of these the same. So I'm going to cut these down to size. Okay. And then, yeah, like I said, these are going to be the same size. For the tracing paper, now we're going to be making, it's going to be kind of like a collage on these, but we're going to use some tracing paper to go over the top of these. These are going to be kind of like backgrounds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it the shape of our background pieces. So this is already open. This will open up like so. And this is going to be like multiple pockets. Whereas this is just going to be a single pocket. We'll probably make these like a floating pocket. So for this one, which is the 4.5 by 4.25. So let's just cut this down to 4.5 by 4.25. Okay, so now we have our pieces. And these are going to be really, really simple. And like I said, we're going to be collaging some of these. So I'm actually going to kind of tear this down a little bit. I'm going to do this one the same way. It's going to go the opposite way. And like I said, we're going to be collaging. So I'm just going to use like some book pages and music sheets, things like that, dictionary pages. Actually, this needs to be on the front of it, I think. Yeah. We'll just put some here, or we'll just put one like that. We'll have that one going like that. And then I'm going to use some scrapbook paper, just some scrapbook paper to go with it. And I'm just going to kind of fold it and tear. This will go here. That way we have like contrasting colors up against it. This would work too, but I think I want to use this. I'm just going to tear that. And these will go here as we're building it up. But all of it is not going to get covered by this glassing or this tracing paper. Some of it is actually going to show. So just going to tear the tracing paper down a little bit. And I could actually just use this leftover piece and put that right there. And then just keep this. So, or you could actually, if it's going to be a floating one, you could turn it, you could add this to the back of it, but we'll see. We're just trying to build this up for right now. And then for this one back here, we will, I think I'm going to punch a hole in the center. And I'm just going to take a circle punch and go as far as it'll go. So it might not actually be all the way in the center as far as like vertically. However, this one didn't cut all the way. And I'm just using, I think this is a 1 inch. What size is this? 1.5 inch circle punch on this one, yeah. Or 1 1/4 inch circle punch, something like that. And I want both of them to be the same. So if you don't have a circle punch, you can always just find a shape, a circular shape, and trace around it, like find a lid or something close to the size that you're looking for. Or the bottom of a bottle or something, and then use that. So for this, make sure I got it turned in the same direction. I'm just going to, once you get your template, you can just trace around it. And then, do I have it turned the right way? But you want to make sure you got it aligned in the right direction. So I'm just going to cut that, try to put it in the center. And that's going to go there. And then we can put some, we can decorate like outside of here using some scrapbook paper, some book pages, or, you know, something similar. Dictionary page or something. I think I'll use dictionary page. So, like I said, we're just building these up just to kind of see how they're going to turn out first. And we're going to use a combination of music sheets, dictionary page, old book pages, stuff like that, you know. And so you can use a glue stick or another kind of paste, however you want to do it. So before what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. I need to ink up my edges first and foremost definitely want to ink your edges. And I'm just going to be using some vintage photo. And once I do that, I'm going to start gluing these down. Okay, so I went on ahead and I glued like this one, and then this. These are just the backdrops of these, you know. And then I glued it in the form of where if you this will open up like so. But I didn't glue this one yet because I'm wanting to put some stitching back through here, and it'll show. But and I want to do that before I add this one, because I also want to stitch this one. So I have to stitch this on by itself in order for it to be a pocket, you know. So that's how I got these one here. And then on this one, I had thought I was supposed to have a circle at the top, but it'll look better going to the side. And then I could maybe put like a little floral piece or something coming out of the center. So what I did with this one is I just glued this backdrop on here. Now remember, this is going to be the floating pocket, or it could be a journal card or a floating pocket, or slash both. So you could actually journal on the back. And I might actually add some journal paper or something on the back of that. We'll see. But yeah, this is going to go to the side, and I'm going to be stitching this on here before I add it to this. But we're going to be using some other embellishments as well. But first, let me just go ahead and show you how I glued this on. And I'm just using some, like a glue stick. And you can just use whatever. You can use wet glue, like art glitter glue, or Aleene's glue, or just whatever you have, you know. PVA, whatever. So this is going to go like that. And you're going to see this top part up here, the same way I left that right there. And then I think I'll have this one going this way. Since that's going that way, I want this one to go this way. So I'm going to be putting this, I think I might put it down here, you know, or something. Yeah, I think that's how I'm gonna do it. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just stick it on there and roll with it. You know, it's what you make it. So just don't make it complicated. We're just gluing stuff together is all we're doing. Okay, now before I actually glue our kits together, or our cards, envelopes, or whatever you want to call these things, we're going to find some decorative pieces. And I also think I need to have like a tab back here so that we can know that this is going to open up. And we could always have a tab. I think I'm going to have like a side tab coming out of here. So it's going to connect right here and right here. So I think I'm going to use some, could use fabric. Okay, so I've decided I do want to add some lace as well. But as far as the tabs, I decided I'm going to use some of this leftover paper from the kit. And I'm just cutting out some shapes, some tabs. Trying to see if I can get 3 out of that, and then maybe see if I can get 1 full one out of this. And it doesn't have to be exactly the same, but since most of these are, let's see, do I have, I do have another little piece left. Let me see. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do another one too. Okay. And then I can pick and choose from which ones I want to use. These are really cute. And like I said, these papers, they're great for backgrounds. So that's what we're using them for. Let's see. I don't know if I want my tab up here or if I want it over here. We're going to see. And then we're also going to have some lace coming down. So these two will have this kind of lace. And since this one didn't, these have pink on them, but these didn't, I decided I think I'm going to use some pink lace on that. And what I might do for the tab, okay, so like this one right here, I'm going to have to distress it, but I can put it, now remember this is going to open up, I can put it like back here on this right here, so it'll kind of stand up. Well, hopefully I can get it to stand up. Or should I leave it, put it on the front? I could actually put it on the front, like on the side. I think I will do that. I'll put it on the front. Yeah. And then we can add like a word or something, and maybe a flower or something. That's really cute. I love these colors too. They're very rich. And then I've got to figure out, I think I will put the tab. I'll still put the tab up here somewhere, instead of putting it out here to the side. We'll see. Depending on if we want this to be like a side loading, we could still make it side loading and just, it'll go in like that. Yeah. So let me cut this down. And who knows, I might even put a piece of this white lace up there with the tab, just to kind of give it that extra fancy kind of look. It'll just go on this front part. Or I don't know. Yeah, I think I will add that, and it'll show through there. Or I could put it here along with some type of element. I think I'll do that. Okay, so off camera, I found some like letters and words and numbers and different little graphics and things that I can use on here. I haven't glued anything down or stitched anything, but it took some time to kind of sort through all of these. So I feel like I still need something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these, I'm going to fussy cut out some of these flowers. I'm going to use them on here, on some of these. So, let's see, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think I'm going to fussy cut this out. And then I'm going to arrange them on here. And then I'm going to start gluing and assembling. Okay, so now we're going to try to go ahead and assemble some of these. Now remember, we have to do them in like batches, if you know what I mean. Like, before I put the tabs on, I want to stitch around the edges. But I'm going to go ahead and, matter of fact, I want to stitch the stuff that needs to be stitched first, and then glue on some of my decorations. So I'm just going to do one card at a time. So this is going to get stitched on here. This will get stitched to the, what do you call it? Why can't I think of the name of this? Lace. So this is going to get stitched to the lace first. Then it's going to get stitched to this right here, the tracing paper. And then I'll be able to stitch. Then I'm going to stitch like these on here. But this is going to be open when I stitch it because this is going to be a pocket, right? So stitch these together first. Then stitch this on here. Stitch these. And then stitch this on here. Like so. Then I'll glue this over top of the stitched area. Glue over top of the stitched area. Glue over top of the stitched area. Glue over top of the stitched area. Or actually, I might just go ahead and stitch this on to make sure that it's going to stay. Yeah. I'll glue this on. But yeah, so all of these I'm going to be doing in sections like that. And so when I get it done, I'll show you the finished product. Okay, so I've got 2 of them already done. So basically what I did, for the one that's like the one pocket that has a little hole in it, I went on ahead and I stitched the stuff that goes on the vellum first. So we've got like our fabric, and then I stitched on this label, and then this little lace right here, and then I stitched this on. And then now I'm getting ready to glue this little piece right here because it's not going to interrupt the pocket, so I can still put something down in there. But I had to stitch these on first because if not, then we wouldn't have a pocket, you know. And then I'm going to stitch, I'm not stitch, but I'm going to glue on the tab. Now what I should have done, and what I still might change, is I wish I would have, I still might be able to, I wish I would have put this out here. But what I considered doing was just tearing this down some so that it would show, but I can't really do, well, actually, yes, I can. That way you can still kind of see it. I like the pink on it. I was going to say I could actually take part of that off, but I like the pink that's on it, so I'm not going to mess it up. Yeah, I'm not going to mess it up because in order for it to be a pocket, I needed this upper part to be connected without making a big mess. So, yeah. At least you can still kind of see that right there. All right, so these 3 are done, and then this one's almost done. So the steps that I took, like I said, I stitched what needed to be stitched to the lace first. Then I stitched that on before putting this together. Now I'm going to glue this to the, what do you call it, vellum. And then I'm going to glue this vellum onto the envelope or flat tuck, whatever it is, whatever this thing is called. Go ahead and glue that on there. And it's just to kind of hold it in place. And then I'm going to stitch this together on going up the sides, and then I will glue this on, and this one. Actually, I could go ahead and glue these on. I'm not going to glue this one yet because I don't want this stitch marks going through it. But I can go ahead and glue on telephone. It's going to go here. And I could actually go ahead and glue this tab on as well. I'll go ahead and put this right here. And then I'm just going to stitch the sides. I really don't need to stitch the bottom because it's already connected. So let me stitch this and I'll be right back. Okay, and so I'm going to go ahead and glue this on here now. And then we're pretty much done after that. Let's see. Put this here. And I like that. I like how it turned out. So you have pocket here, pocket here. Same thing on this one. You have a pocket here, pocket here. And then you have your single pocket and your single pocket. And then you can just put some tags. Let's see if I can. I'm just gonna do it like this. I'm just using this as an example. It doesn't have to be these. It could be just whatever. But yeah, so you can just put some ephemera, stuff it with ephemera, and then there you have it. So I hope I did this project, the digital kit, some justice. I'm still going to make some more stuff, but this is very, very pretty. I think these are just some gorgeous pieces that she has, and I hope I did it some justice. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos, blog, and social media sites. And if you want to participate in the hashtag howdoyoudo, I'll have all the information at the bottom of where you can get the Mixed Media Blooms digital kit off of Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and it's on her coffee. And if you do, make sure, if you do use the kit and participate in the challenge, just use the hashtag howdoyoudoart. And thanks for watching.